Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Papa Bale and welcome to the channel. It's a wonderful morning today, and what we're looking at here is a pulse motor. What it has is a set and an offset trifecta coil, wound repulsion style, connected in series. So each one of these coils has its own transistor, but it has 4 strands in it and they're all different. So 3 strands are connected in series to this transistor, which is fast switching, and 1 trigger strand. So each one has a trigger, and they're exactly the same coil. It's a wave amp coil. Starts off with a thick strand and is connected down into a 30 gauge strand. It is a high voltage. Anything above 5 volts is high voltage. So it's high voltage. We're going to put it up to 20 volts. Doesn't look like it's doing much, does it? Let's give it a little tiny twist. Alright, that might not have been strong enough. Too high voltage for how slow I spun it. But I spun it pretty fast, and it continuing to pick up speed, as you can see. It's a wound in series. It does take a little bit of an acceleration phase. I had them, they're connected in series, sorry. I had them connected parallel, and each one of the breadboards had 3 transistors on them. Each coil had 3 transistors, and they would hit parallel really, really hard. I mean, I was blowing 1 transistor out of the lot like every time I turned around. I think it was a 22 gauge strand, because it's only 538 turns each coil, so that's 538 turns of 22 on one transistor, and that that was too much. So I wanted them in series. Now with they're working together, they hit pretty good. And the switches that I got work better with high voltage, so I'm not sure if they're both working at the moment actually, but now if I were to have a trigger, 1 series circuit, and then a parallel strand to that series circuit, how would you hook it up? Would you go 22, 26, and then a single strand of 30? Or would you go 26, 30, and a single strand of 22? Or you could even go 22, 30, and a single strand of 26. But you always want to go, I believe, in my heart, from big to small, because you're going to let amps in initially, and then they're going to get bottlenecked into a wire that won't be able to sustain them, and you get some heat, and you get a little burst of electromagnetic energy. I still think parallel is a lot better. It's got way more torque, and you know it pounds pretty hard when the magnet crosses the path. I already have videos out of videos out of the parallel. This is a lot more stable. It's sturdy. It'll run for a long time before it like breaks down. So that's a plus. All right. Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The trifecta coil repulsion series. 538 turns of 22, 26, 30, and 32. 32 is, of course, a trigger. 30 is for speed, I would imagine, due to resistance. 26 is always good for speed. Alright, well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Trifecta coils in action. Peace out. Have a good night. Please subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.